What's going on, YouTube? Hope you guys are well and enjoying this time at home and these videos that we're posting up for you. My name is Russo with Freeway Music, coming at you from my back porch today. It's a beautiful day, so why not be outside? Rocking my Dirty Wonderland by Amplified Nation, shameless plug over here. Great amp, it's a Dumble clone. And my PRS today, I'm rocking a McCarty with some Brazilian rosewood. It's a custom, which is pretty sweet. So anyway, we are going to be talking about octaves today and octave zones and how to use octaves to give you a better awareness of your neck, and also you can use it in your playing. So first of all, I'm going to talk about what an octave is, okay? So if I'm playing a note like A, I tend to jump on the 5th fret a lot just because that's a great position to do some exercises in. But anyway, if I'm doing A and I play a major scale, so 8 notes higher is going to be my octave, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's an octave right there, okay? So there's a couple different types of octaves on guitar, okay? There are 2 types that I identify. There's what I call the 2x2 octave zone, and there's the 3x3 octave zone. The 2x2 octave zone is going to be 2 frets by 2 strings. So if I'm on a note, I go 2 frets up and 2 strings higher, like this, and there's going to be an octave right there. Now, the 3x3 is going to go the other way. It's going to go 3 frets down and 3 strings higher. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So 2x2, 3x3. Now as I take these down, this one's going to be the same here. When I go here, it's going to have to move up because of the B barrier. I did a whole video on the G-B barrier. You can check it out on our channel. It's really great. It talks about why this note has to slide up. Right now I'm not going to get into that. So I got 2x2, 2x2, and then my 2x2 slides out. I still call it the 2x2 shape even though it changes because of the B string. And it's still the same on the next string. So I got cool. And then the 3x3 this way. When you move it up, this note now comes forward because of that G-B barrier that we talked about before. You can check it out. So I got and this way. So that's kind of cool. That gives you like a way to find your octave on your guitar. So now the cool thing about there's 2 diagonals. So if I'm ever on any diagonal this way, right, going from my headstock down over here to my knobs right here, so this way, any diagonal this way is always going to be on a 2x2 diagonal, and anything this way is always going to be on that 3x3 diagonal. And that's literally the only 2 types of octave shapes there are on a guitar, besides, you know, just going from one string to the next like that. But in general, you know, like this, rather, I should go like this. But as far as like, you know, shapes that are like within your reach on guitar, those are the 2 basic octave shapes that you have. Okay. Now what can you do with that? Okay, there are a couple of things. Number one, you could just use the octaves to, like, you know, beefing up a note, like if you're playing a solo or something. Let's take a pentatonic scale like this. So what I can do is I can take each of those notes and play octaves for them. That's pretty cool, and all I'm doing is I'm just taking a scale and doing octaves of that scale. I can do the same thing for like a minor scale. types of minor scales there. I went kind of between Aeolian and Dorian and Phrygian. But you get the idea. So let's just say I was doing a Dorian one. Right? Anyway, so I'm just basically just jamming with octaves, and that's pretty cool, right? So that's one thing you can do right away to beefing up your solos. Like you could start off with like a chill solo. And beefing it up with octaves. You can just beefing it up with the octaves, okay? Cool. Alright, so now moving into what I call the octave zones, okay? This is how you really map out the skeleton of the guitar. So we're going to talk about octave zones, okay? This is how your notes kind of lay across the neck, okay? And this also fits with your cage system, which I have a whole video on that if you want to check that out. So here we go, octave zones. I'm going to start with F, okay? So we're going to number the strings, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, okay? So this is going to be the 6th string to the 4th string to the 1st string, okay? So I call this the 6-4 octave zone because it's from the 6th string to the 4th string. That's how I identify it. These are both E strings, so that's kind of understood, okay? So this is a 2x2 shape and a 3x3 shape. 6-4. Now I put my first finger here on the 4th string, and this is called a 4-2 octave zone, alright? So I got 6-4, 4-2. I put my finger here on the 2, and then here's another F right here. This is the 5-2 octave zone, okay? So 5th string to the 2nd string. So I got 6-4, 4-2, 5-2. I put my finger here. This is on the 5th string, and then I have a 2x2 shape here. This is 5-3. 5th string to 3rd string. 6-4, 4-2, 5-2, and 5-3. Now I'll put my first finger here on the 3, and I have what's called the 6-3 octave zone. I got an F here on the 6th string, one on the 3rd string, and then I've got this 1 string again, which is understood. So I got 6, 3, 1. I just call it 6-3 for short. 6-4, 4-2, 5-2, 5-3, 6-3, and 6-4. Good. Now, let me run those again. 6-4, 4-2, 5-2, 5-3, 6-3, 6-4. Backwards. 6-3, 5-3, 5-2, 4-2, 6-4. Now, if you don't understand these, you have to. This is literally everything on the guitar. Everything you play is going to fall into one of those 5 zones, right? So let's just say I switch my root note to C, okay? That's going to fall in a 5-2 octave zone, which hooks right into your 5-3, which always hooks into your 6-3, which hooks into your 6-4, your 4-2, your 5-2, 4-2, 6-4, 6-3, 5-3, 5-2. No matter what root note I play, A, I need to know those octave zones and see them rapidly. They just pop up on my map, like boom, A. You know, switch gears, E flat. I just gotta be able to like play through them just like that, okay? Now, once you have your octave zones, the way to practice that is just pick a root note, just a different root note every day, and just try to work it up and down through the octave zones. You can do 4 or 5 roots a day. All right, once you get those octave zones down, you can start using them to identify different shapes. We don't have time to get into everything today, but this applies for scales, arpeggios, chords. For example, let's just say an A major arpeggio. In the 6-3 octave zone, I should be able to do A major arpeggio. In a 4-2 octave zone of A, I should be able to do in a 5-2. I I should be able to do any arpeggio, any chord, any scale, in any octave zone. So if someone's like, A harmonic minor in the, I don't know, 5/2 octave zone, okay. I should be able to do it. There should be no hesitation, no hiccup. You should just be able to knock it out, okay? Now I'm going to show you one last exercise before I cut you loose today, which I call the octave displacement exercise. This is a great way to get you shifting gears, because before you can get into all the advanced stuff of doing like scales and arpeggios and chords in every octave zone, you need to be able to shift gears between 2 different root notes, or 3 different root notes, or 20 different root notes in one position. So this is called the position octave zone displacement exercise. It's pretty long. We'll just call it the octave zone exercise, and we'll leave it with that for today. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick a position. So the first thing I do is pick a position. So let's just say 5, because it's my favorite to do exercises in. And we'll go 5 to 9, okay? That's going to be a 4 fret span. So 5 plus 4 is 9. So 5 to 9. I'm not allowed to go behind 5. I'm not allowed to go past 9 up here this way. So I have to stay in those frets. So whatever position you pick, it can be 2, you add 4 to it. So 2 to 6 would work, 5 to 9, or 8 to 12. That would work, because that's 8 plus 4, that's 12. Whatever your position is, you add 4 to it, and you can't go outside of these walls. That is the rule. So we're going to go back to 5 to 9, okay? What I'm going to do is, let's say I have a chord progression. Let's do a simple one, like A to D. So what I do is I play my octave zone for A in this position, which is 6/4. And then I find my D root note in this position, and I play the corresponding octave zone for it, which would be 5/3. It wouldn't be 5/2, because that would be outside of my walls. And I can't do this up here, because that's outside of this wall. I have to stay within my walls. So let's say A, D, now F sharp minor. So now I'm going to go to F sharp, and I would play my 5/2 octave zone. You can call it any chord you want. A flat is a root note. So here's my A flat. I'm in a 4/2 octave zone. F, B, B flat, A flat. See how I skipped here for A flat because I'm trying to stay within position. G flat, G. See, that was different, right? I mean, you can do this. Practically speaking, that's probably better, but just to get the visual exercise down, just for the exercise purpose, I'm going G flat, which is a 5/2 octave zone, to a G. So I like to take a chord progression, you know, let's just say the chord progression for, let's just do something simple like Sunday Morning by Maroon 5. It's just D minor, G to C. Really D minor 7, G7 to C major 7, right? It's just a 2-5-1. So I'm going to go in this position 5 to 9, D, G, C, D, 5/3, G, 4/2, C, and the 6/3. Cool, let's switch positions. Let's go 8 to 12. So position 8 plus 4 is 12. So I got to stay in here in these walls. I can play notes in here, but no notes here or no notes there. I can play any of these notes in here. So I'm going to go D, G. I got 2 for G. I can do here. I can do the 5/3 or the 5/2, and then C. D, G, C. How about 2 to 6? D, G, C. How about 11 to 15? D, G, C. How about 13 to 17 right here? D, G, C. Got 2 for C. Now, once you get that exercise down, then you can start adding arpeggios, scales, chords, etc., and be able to see those in those octave zones. But your octave zone, these octave zones will help break the guitar into 5 pieces. Once you master each of your octave zones, if you can master the octave zones, then you can master, in theory, the entire neck of the guitar, and it'll make the whole guitar a lot more relaxed and a lot more easy to look at, and it'll make your playing open up so that you can relax and just play, and you have a lot more awareness of your neck. So I hope this is a helpful lesson for you, and we'll see you guys next time.